All right, the objective of this lesson is that you'll be able to solve problems using the percent proportion, which we talked about the percent proportion in the last lesson. I just didn't call it that. So is over of equals percent over 100 is the percent proportion. We talked about that in the last lesson, so you actually already know it. You just didn't know the name of it. Okay, so this is Chapter 6, Part B, the percent proportion. These notes were given on November 8th. So, if we look at these examples, the first example says, what percent of $15 is $9? So we're looking for the keywords is, of, and percent, right? So we have of $15 is $9. So guess where the of $15 goes? That's right, it goes in the of spot. The is $9. If you're saying that goes in the is spot, you are correct. And in this case, we're trying to find the percent. So again, we do the same thing we've been doing with proportions, CMD, or cross multiply, divide. So we're going to do 9 times 100 divided by 15, and you should get 60%. Let's look at the second problem. What number is 40% of 120? This is actually the most confusing problem on the whole lesson, because you have this number 40, and on this side it's got is, on this side it's got percent, and next to that it's got of. So it's got all three of our key terms right there around it. But the most important thing you should look at is this number is 40%. If a number has a percent attached to it, it doesn't matter what else is around it. That's going to go in the percent spot. So that leaves us with of 120. And guess where that goes? That's right, goes in the of spot. So 40 in the percent spot, 120 in the of spot, and I'm trying to find the is. CMD, cross multiply, divide. So I have 120 times 40 divided by 100, and you should get 48, I believe. Moving on to example number 3. What percent of 25 is 20? So again, looking for our keywords, we have of 25 is 20. Hopefully by now you're yelling at the screen, Mr. Bywater. The of 25 goes in the of spot, and the is 20 goes in the is spot. And we're trying to find percent. CMD, cross multiply, divide. 20 times 100 divided by 25 is 8, I think. You know what? I think I better check that with my calculator. 20 times 100 divided by 25. Oh, it's 80. What percent of 25 is 20? It's 80%. Man, I was wrong. Good thing I checked that. 80%. All right, last 3 examples. So these I didn't color code. All right, so let's look at 18 is 25%. So we're going to put 18 in the is spot, 25 in the percent spot, and that means we're trying to find the of. Cross multiply and divide. So we have 18 times 100, which I'm punching in my calculator right now, divided by 25 equals 72. Example number 5. This is another one of those tricky ones. We have is 5% of. But don't be fooled. The 5 has a percent attached to it. So that is 5%. Then we have of 60. So that's going to go in the of spot. So 5% of 60 Cross multiply and divide, and you get 3. And the last example, number 6. 80 is 75% of what number? So we have 80 is 75%. So 80 is going to go in the is spot. 75 is going to go in the percent spot. 80 is 75%. Cross multiply divide. Yes, I'm getting tired of saying this if you can't tell. So 80 times 100 divided by 75. I'm using my calculator because I can't do that one in my head. Comes out to 106.6 repeating. Alright, so we're just looking for the keywords and plugging them into the percent proportion. Is over of equals percent over 100. Don't forget that you need to memorize this. You must have this memorized. Alright, so here's 3 problems for you to do. So if you want to give them a try, pause the video, try them on your own, then hit play, and I'll work through the answers with you. Welcome back. So let's do these. 1275 is what percent of 50? So 1275 is obviously my is of 50, so that's my of, and I'm trying to find the percent. Cross multiply and divide. And your answer is 25.5%. All right. Number 2, 23% of 93. Of will always be before a number. So this is a confusing one too. Of 93 is. People aren't sure if it's an of or an is. If you have of something, then it's an of. If you have of and then a number, always treat that as an of. So let's fill in the blanks. 23% of 93 is, cross multiply and divide. Yes, I'm in a singing mood today. I apologize. I'm punching this in my calculator as we speak, and I get 21.39. Hopefully you're getting these correct. And the last one, number 3, 20 is 30%. So let's fill in the blanks. 20 is 30%. And I'm trying to find of. Cross multiply and divide. So 20 times 100 divided by 30 equals 66.6 repeating. And that concludes today's lesson. So if you didn't catch anything, back it up and watch again. Hopefully you found this to be pretty simple. That's my hope anyways.